lighthearted and like spontaneous and just kind of go for it, rather than wear this mask and like pretend to be someone that they're not. They really want to be honest with their feelings because they're like kind of stepping into a new version of themselves, allowing themselves to feel that like youthful, excited energy that maybe they lost at one point, and they were keeping under wraps away from you. So I feel like there's like definitely a side to them that they might have not wanted to show you out of like fear of rejection. I feel like this is a side to them that they might have hidden from everyone as well. But it's like they're learning to kind of get beyond that. I definitely also feel like the Page of Wands they have been thinking about communicating with you as well. We also have the Nine of Cups and the Emperor. So your person's thinking about how you are this wish fulfillment for them here with the Nine of Cups. They feel like you are a blessing in their life. They're really seeing how you're everything that they've ever like wished for in a person. And again, they might have been too afraid to admit that to you. They're with that like mask wearing with that moon energy. Their shadow side might have kept them from revealing to you just how like meaningful you are to them. And they're really thinking about how meaningful you are to them, how you really helped them in their life. I think become like this Emperor energy. You've helped them to step into their like divine masculine power is really what I'm sensing. And I think as they come more into like wholeness within themselves and more into that Emperor energy where they feel very strong and confident and powerful, the more they see just how valuable you are. I'm getting a sense that they might not have valued themselves in the past, which in turn made it hard for them to value you in the connection, because they weren't seen clearly. They were in a bit of a illusion at a certain point, like that moon energy. But now they're seeing very clearly because they've kind of stepped into their true selves. We also have the Five of Wands and the Ace of Wands, which is interesting. So I'm getting the sense that they're thinking that they have had a lot of mental conflict about your guys' connection. They might have been very confused in the past, kind of like all over the place. You might have felt like they were kind of like, you can almost feel that there was this like internal battle going on within your person where they didn't really know what direction they were going in. They were kind of like, keep getting like all over the place, like confused. But I feel like with this Ace of Wands, this almost kind of does represent that out of all the confusion, it's like they're realizing that there is just this really strong passion and spark and drive for you. So this is about a passionate new beginning. And so it's like they're shifting out of the energy of confusion and not really knowing what they want into knowing now. It's almost like that energy of like, it's like if there were different options in their life, not necessarily romantic options, but like they were at a crossroads at one point, or they could go down different paths. It's like with this Ace of Wands, it's like they're getting this like green light from spirit or from their intuition, and they're really seeing how their passion mostly lies with you, and that's the direction they actually want to follow. So definitely an energy out of stepping out of confusion and just like wildness and just really knowing what to go after now. We also have the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, so much passion here. Your person's definitely thinking about you in a very sensual way. They definitely really want you. They want to pursue you romantically as well. So with the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands, I do sense that there's communication coming from your person. You might already be in some sort of communication, but I feel like your person wants to like reignite the spark between you guys, especially if for some of you, like they've been in this almost like hermit energy for a while, maybe just really focused on themselves, not necessarily in a selfish way, but just like really focused on their healing here with the moon. Or if they were kind of in this confused energy, it's like they want to come back and relight the spark between you guys, relight the fire between you guys. If there's been a disconnect, they really want to show up now with like a lot of passion and drive. And like with this King of Wands, it's like I get this sense that your person has become just a lot more confident with who they are as a person, and like they have this vision for their future, and they know what they want now, and what they really want is you. And so now it's like they are like determined to pursue that, is kind of the sense I'm getting. So your person's having a lot of important realizations here is what I feel for sure. Let's see. Clarify the moon for pile 1, please. Clarify the moon for pile 1, please. Clarify the moon for pile 1, please. Clarify the moon. Okay, interesting. So that's kind of what I was picking up here, that they have been at a crossroads. So they have the Two of Swords. I'm at a crossroads in my life. So it might have felt that you might have felt like your person was being indecisive, like there was kind of this stagnation energy where they haven't been making a decision, they haven't been walking away, but they haven't been coming towards you either. And I feel like that's because they've been having to reflect right now. And then we have the Eight of Cups. I'm on a spiritual journey and walking away from what no longer serves. So this is the choice that they are making, is that they are leaving behind this mask that they've been wearing. They are leaving behind things that don't serve them anymore, like could be karmic energy for some of you, because they're doing this shadow work. And this is very much the energy of the hermit, just really going within here with this moon energy. I feel like a lot of time has been spent alone, but I feel like now they're kind of shifting into this energy where they want to come back into communication with you, or like just come back more fully into your life. And it's like they have this renewed passion because they've had this self-discovery moment where they've really figured out their priorities and like what they want in life. They've been having to make those really important decisions. Clarify the Five of Wands, please, for pile 1. Clarify the Five of Wands for pile 1. Clarify the Five of Wands for pile 1, please. Oh wow, so that's basically what I was feeling here. So we have the World, we are one. So there has been some sort of wholeness and completion that your person has entered in. I was feeling that, like this inner union where they're feeling really good about themselves and like they know what they want. And so if your person in the past was acting very confused, I think it was because they were like spiritually or emotionally maybe a little bit immature. Like they still had some things to understand about themselves. They still had some karmic cycles they needed to complete. They needed to really reflect and do that inner work. And it's like they're starting to see the oneness between the two of you. And that is kind of leading to this energy of not wanting to have conflict with you because they're seeing you as like a reflection of themselves. And then we have the Ace of Cups, I love you. And this is exactly what I was sensing here, is that out of the confusion, they've had an important realization after going within that they do love you. And so they're not confused anymore about maybe their feelings for you or what they want. It's just a matter of them, I feel like, working their way back to that they've had some sort of realizations here. Let's see. Pile 1's person's current thoughts about pile 1, please. Pile 1's person's current thoughts about pile 1. Pile 1's person's current thoughts. So we have the I like you card and the boat. So yeah, this is interesting. So we have I like you, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, wants to date. Yeah, that's kind of that energy of like the Knight of Wands, all this Wands energy. Is it's like they want to come back and maybe confess to you how much they like you. They want to like help the romance bloom. And they want to take you on a date. You definitely, they want to bring that that energy of like fun and flirtation and good times back to the connection. Because we have the boat here, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So I don't feel like the closure issues are necessarily a part of this. That's kind of like that walking away from what no longer serves. So this person is progressing, like they're coming towards you. They're moving on from perhaps karmic cycles and situations, relationships, things like that. And it's like they're on their way back to you is really like the vibe that I'm getting very strongly. And they want to confess their feelings to you. I feel like they really want to tell you that they have this really big crush on you. They have all these feelings. So if they've been holding themselves back from flirting with you, it's like they're ready to like show up in that energy again. Because it might have been for some of you, it's almost like your person's just gone totally cold on you for a while because they've been going within, they've been looking at all these things, they've been making these decisions about their life. And it's almost like they're just going to like show back up in your life with like this almost like firework effect of all this passion and heat. And it might even be a bit shocking to you. I feel like it's shocking to them just how much passion they feel for you. And it's like that's why they know that they really want to be with you, because this passion for you has never died, even if you've been in separation or no contact for however long. There's this just immense, like energetic kundalini like pull between the two of you, and they're really realizing that now is what I feel. All right, let's get through their energy right now as well. What is pile 1's person's current energy towards pile 1, please? What is pile 1's person's current energy towards pile 1, please? Look at that, you guys, awesome. So we have a new start is coming and a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, this is really great. So yeah, this is definitely what I'm feeling. There is a new start because all these cycles have come to an end. This person is moving on from whatever they need to move on from. And so I feel like there's a lot of negative energy between the two of you that's also just being left in the past. I feel like you're forgiving them, they're forgiving themselves. There's just this really good energy, I feel like, where things are balancing out here, like with this Libran energy. Definitely an energy of balance. and a win-win outcome is forecast. So it's like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting is your person's feeling really, really confident here about your future. Like with the King of Wands, that's that visionary energy. They're seeing that there is this beautiful, passionate, fresh start that they can have with you here. And it's like they know that when you guys come together, it's a win-win outcome. Like you're both going to make each other feel really good. And like there's a lot of joy that you guys can share with one another. And so it's not going to be the kind of situation where they just want to take from you and not give anything. Like they want to be balanced with you. Like they want a really good give and take. And that Libra energy is a very romantic energy as well. So I feel like there is going to be a lot of just beautiful romantic times ahead between you guys. What else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one, please? What else is pile one's person's current energy? Oops. Interesting. So we have the sacred woman. So this is really beautiful. It's like your person is really coming into that recognition of, I think, the divine feminine. So I feel like since we carry both masculine and feminine energies in ourselves, regardless of gender or sex or anything like that, I feel like your person is honoring the feminine in themselves and the feminine in you. So it could have been for a while there was like a repression of the feminine side of the emotion of just that those characteristics of the divine feminine. Your person might have not really understood it or necessarily respected it, or and that could have been definitely in the distant past for some of you guys, but this is that acknowledgement of the importance of the divine feminine. And that's exactly like with this balance card here, balancing everything out, that inner union, that wholeness here with the world, where they like want to like really worship you as like a sacred woman, or worship the sacred feminine within you. So that's really, really beautiful. And then we have sensual freedom. So you can see this beautiful couple coming into this beautiful union here. So also that Kundalini energy, the Caduceus. So definitely very much counterpart, soulmate, twin flame energy between the two of you. Have your however you resonate, and that's really what your person sees. It's like they want this freedom with you. So for those of you where there's been something in place that has prevented the two of you from coming together in that really passionate way, perhaps like whatever is going on, it could have been long distance or relationships in a way, things like that. If there has been anything that has been blocking you guys from being physically intimate, it's like those blockages are being released. Your person wants this to be released. They want to be able to have you in that way, feel that Kundalini energy between the two of you. So that makes sense, honestly, that this card would come out because of all of the wand energy. Like your person is really on fire for you right now. So it could be you guys are going to meet up and have a really nice time together. That's what your person really, really wants right now, is that passionate energy between the two of you, which is really beautiful. All right, let's get you some messages from them and see what they want to say to you at the moment. Let's see. All right, pile one. What does pile one's person really want to say to pile one right now? What does pile one's person really want to say to pile one right now? What does pile one's person really want to say to pile one right now? What do they really want to say to pile one's? What pile one's person really want to say to pile one right? So we have you're amazing. So your person wants you to know that you are amazing, and that it kind of reminds me of that like the sacred woman card. It's like they're just seeing you as sacred, amazing. Our love is perfect. So it reminds me kind of like the Nine of Cups. Like they're really seeing how no matter what has happened between the two of you, no matter what conflict you've had or issues, that this love really is perfect. And that everything that has happened, like mistakes or challenges or karmic situations, it's all been perfect for you guys to learn from each other. And then every love song reminds me of you and I. So they're probably listening to a lot of romantic music, thinking about you, daydreaming about you. And it might be that they've been getting a lot of messages through music, where it's like they're just like in a public place and there's this song playing that totally reminds them of you, or they turn on the radio, that kind of stuff. I also just feel like on their own, they might be seeking out romantic music as well. Maybe listening to a song you guys really like. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Let's see. I've misunderstood things between us before and gotten hurt, so that could have been a result. That could have been a cause, I should say, of some conflict between the two of you at one point. They might have really misunderstood things. They might have gone in their head and like kind of almost like perceived rejection even when there wasn't. So there could have been definitely that could have added to the confusion that they had where they misunderstood things. Maybe they thought that you didn't love them or something like that at one point. I'll show you my heart if you show me yours. So they want that equal reciprocation of feelings, like they want that confession, like they want to tell you they love you and they want to hear it back kind of vibe. I feel so deeply connected to you. I'm grateful for your love. That's really beautiful. So they are very grateful for your love. I think the Nine of Cups does represent gratitude and feeling really emotionally abundant. And then I could make you feel so good. So there's that passion coming through. They're definitely really wanting you. Let's see what else they want to say here. What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One right now? What else does Pile One's person really want to say to Pile One right now? What else does Pile One's person really want to say to Pile One right now? What else does Pile One's person really want to say? I want you right now. Yeah, actually, I keep feeling that for sure. Don't give up hope on me, please. So they're saying that whenever I do kind of run away from the connection or go within or disappear, maybe act confusing, please don't give up hope. Like I am working on myself. I definitely do feel they are actually improving, like with this boat energy, just like progression. So if you feel like your person isn't improving at all, I feel like behind the scenes, like underneath the surface, like they definitely are. They just might not be like showcasing it like on social media or whatever, but I do feel like they are doing spiritual work, like they are on an inner journey of some sort. I miss your energy, so they do miss you when you guys aren't in contact. So again, it could be no contact for some of you guys, because we have this. To be honest, being away from you is probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced. So if there ever was like a serious time that disconnect, or there is right now, they're saying like it's very painful being away from you. Situations come and go, but you are my constant. My love for you never ceases. So for some of you, if it resonates, there could have been a time where you disconnected because it was some sort of karmic situation in the way that could be relevant now. But what they're saying is like, whatever seems to take me away from you in the 3D will come and go, but like our love is forever. Our love is like eternal. It's what really will stand the test of time. Let's see, get some more messages here. What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One right now? What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One right now? What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One right now? Let's see. I'm so head over heels in love with you. Oh, that's so beautiful. So your person is saying they are head over heels in love with you. They're deeply in love with you. You add so much vibrance and beauty to my life. So they love you because you add this like beautiful energy to their life. Like they love your energy and that's why they miss it when you're not around. I want to show you the real me, all of me. So it's interesting going back to what I was saying about the moon and the mask. Like they know that they've been lying to themselves and you, and it's like they really want to show up in truth and honesty. I've been meditating and contemplating, thinking deeply about you and our love. So they have been really deep in this contemplation here about you, what it means to be with you, what it means to be in love with somebody. You make me feel things I've never felt before. So this person's realizing that you are like different, definitely, than anyone that they've ever met. You make them feel these like beautiful, intense emotions. Our love is pure magic. And we have spent many lifetimes together. Okay, so that's definitely something your person senses, is that you guys have this past life connection. And I think that's why it's so magical with you guys, because a lot of you guys are divine counterparts, definitely, and there's just this like vibe between the two of you that is kind of unexplainable, but definitely unique to just the two of you guys. So that's why there's this energy of this like person wanting to return to you, no matter what the distance or the obstacle is, because they can't sense this energy with anybody else that they've met in their reality. It's like very much special between the two of you. All right, what does Pile One need to hear right now? What does Pile One need to hear right now? Does Pile One need to hear right now? Does Pile One need to hear right now? Does Pile One need to hear? Let's see. It says, last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. This is really beautiful. So I feel like this is definitely your guides communicating that if you feel like you've been kind of caught up, maybe in confusion as well, maybe you've been having a lot of internal conflict, like in regards to your person. It's definitely saying to meditate and I feel like clear your mind, maybe journal your feelings as well. Do whatever you need to do to kind of release a lot of this mental tension, if you will, like overthinking maybe. If you've resonate with being an overthinker, that you've recently been overthinking a lot, I feel like this is definitely that message to release yourself from that, at least for certain moments of time, because it might be like adding unnecessary stress to your life. We have full moon in Libra, find a balance. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Look at this. 2 full moon in Libras. That's definitely a sign here. So there might be Libra in your chart for some of you or your person. But at least that's very much the energy your connection is in right now, where there's this balancing act here. So that might be part of what you need to do to clear, like to find this balance, is by clearing your mind and by meditating. Like find that balance between your head and your heart. And then we have first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. So interesting, this person who's like doing yoga here. So maybe you could do some body work that might help you release your blockages, or even meditation could help. You could ask your spirit guides to help you release your blocks as well. So I feel like this is a really good sign that your person is also releasing their blocks as well. And this relationship is coming into a harmonious balance, because you guys are both mirroring this inner work that you're both doing. So they might be getting into meditation right now too. And I feel like all these blockages that are being released are definitely blockages that are impacting your connection. So if it seems like your connection is blocked, it's likely due to stuff inside you and your person. So if you want to like bring this relationship more into harmony, really doing that mirror work and looking within yourself is a huge step, at least also to just finding like peace within yourself. All right, let's get some lastable messages from your person, pile one. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? What else does pile one's person say to pile one? Let's see, it's not you, it's me. You mean more to me than you know, and I hope you still think about me. We have a couple more. Also want to see the and I'm so in love. So yeah, they're saying like, I'm so in love with you. If I've acted weird, it's not you, it's honestly me, and my issues, my blockages, because you really do mean so much more to me than you know. So it could be that your person has never just flat out told you how deeply in love with you they are. They might have hinted at it. They might have told you once or something that they love you, or several times, but they maybe didn't communicate to you that they have this feeling that you guys have spent lifetimes together, that this love is magical, that you make their life so much better, that you are their wish fulfillment. And it's like they hope that you still think about them. I feel like they hope that you feel the same way as well. What is Pile One's person's current energy towards Pile One? What is Pile One's person's current energy towards Pile One? Oh, look at this. We have the Chariot, the Two of Cups, oh my gosh, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. And that kind of came out reversed, which is interesting. So, definitely, like I was saying, I was sensing Chariot energy. Your person really does want to take action on this love connection. They're feeling that drive because they sense this, like, love between the two of you. They feel this, again, there's, like, this caduceus that keeps coming out. So, definitely, they feel that energy where it's, like, your masculine and feminine counterparts, and they just feel that urge to like merge with you. So they want to do that. I get the sense that they might be worried that you're upset with them here, or that you might have some harsh words or like harsh thoughts towards them. You might be a little defensive. That may or may not be accurate. I just feel like that's like how they perceive it, because with the Seven of Swords, it's like they know they've been hiding their feelings. They know they've been secretive. They've been wearing masks. They've been deceptive. And it's like they're kind of seeing that like they honestly might deserve for you to be kind of upset with them, and that if they come back to you, I think they're concerned that you have some, like I said, some harsh judgment of them. And again, it's like this energy where there was no point in even hiding these things from you anyway, because with the Queen of Swords, it's like you saw through their mask anyway. So you always knew that they were hiding their feelings. So I feel like there's this energy where they might feel a bit foolish, because they're like, why did I even bother wearing a mask? Like, I can't hide anything from my person. So I might as well come forward and really confess this love. So that's really sweet. They definitely know you're like psychic or something. All right, what does Hell want to see here right now? Let's see. Okay, so we have this little rubber duck, which is very cute. So I feel like this is a good sign that your person is getting clean. They're cleaning up their act, clearing their energy field. That's like that Eight of Cups energy. We have this little cup here. So this is like that Ace of Cups. Like they do really love you. They want to give you their cup of love. We have these little pajamas, so they want to probably have a sleepover with you at some point. Really cute. We have this match. Makes a lot of sense, honestly, given all the passion in this reading. There is this spark between the two of you. Your person is feeling extremely passionate for you. They're ready to light that fire. We have the letter L and the letter Y. Interesting, like lie. Like they might have lied to you in the past, or you just felt like they were being deceptive, and it's like they're kind of recognizing that. This is the backing to a pin, so I feel like this is a sign that the universe does have your back in this connection. Your person also wants to have your back. We have this little tiger. So this is kind of reminding me that like your person is getting into their power here, and this kind of like they're on the move. They're on their move. They're on the move, coming towards you. They're like very determined there. And then we have this little angel. So definitely you are protected by angels in this connection. Your person might be getting in touch with angels. Maybe you are. And always pay attention to angelic guidance about your connection for sure. All right, Pile 1, thank you for watching. I love you so much. Sending you abundance, bliss, and love. And please take care. Great. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Hope you're doing really well. All right, let's get into what's been on your person's mind about you lately. See what's going on in that brain of theirs. All right, what has Pile 2's person been thinking about Pile 2 lately? What's been on Pile 2's person's mind about Pile 2 lately? What has Pile 2's person been thinking about Pile 2 lately? Oh my gosh, Four of Wands. What has Pile 2's person been thinking about Pile 2 lately? See here. So we do have the Four of Wands, which is beautiful. We have the Fool, Judgment, Seven of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. So, but the Four of Wands coming out, this is definitely a very deep soul connection. They've been thinking about that. They do want a union with you is what I sense. Like they do feel, I feel like the Four of Wands, they're thinking about how they feel like married to you in spirit is strong, something I'm getting strongly. They might even know you're their twin flame for some of you, soulmate, divine counterpart. It's just like they can't deny that there is this, soul bond between the two of you where no matter what's going on between the two of you or what energy they've been stuck in, it's like they literally feel married to you in a way. Like the two of you are just so eternally bonded. And then we have the Fool. So your person's been thinking about taking a leap of faith here. They've been thinking about coming towards you, just releasing all these fears. Like you can see this energy where she's just letting go and just kind of letting spirit take her where she needs to go. And that's kind of the energy that your person is definitely in. I'm also getting this, I'm getting kind of like this heat all of a sudden, like this full body sensation of like a lot of heat, which is kind of interesting. So they're definitely feeling the Kundalini rising with you for sure. They're feeling very passionate about you. It's like maybe when you guys are even near each other and each other's energy field, it's like they can feel their whole body, like the temperature rising, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's like there's definitely some sort of passion, new beginning on the horizon between the two of you, and that's what your person's wanting. We also have Judgment. So this is like that awakening card. Your person is awakening to this passion, this love, this desire to have this fresh start with you, this desire to be deeply committed to you with the Four of Wands. Maybe for some of you, there hasn't been a lot of stability in the connection. And it's like your person's realizing that they do actually really want this. Like if there was a fear of commitment at one point, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So it's like your person wants to change this. They do want to come in with love and commitment. So that's that emotional expression, as well as an expression of how much they feel, yeah, like deeply committed to you on this like soul level here. It's like they want to express that in the physical. Um, and it's like there's a transformation that's happening within them there with the judgment, where there's like just a new start coming for them. They might have really been hiding their feelings here with the Seven of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. That's definitely a vibe. I feel like your person is thinking about this. Like they know they have hidden so much from you. I don't feel like it's necessarily like a lot of like really bad things like betrayal that they've hidden. It's more like how much they love you is something that they've hidden, how deeply committed they want to be to you, or how they feel that you're their person. This is like that energy with that Four of Pentacles of really holding on to their sense of security. It's like they might really love you, but it's almost like a secret that they don't want to give to you. It's like something that they not acknowledge within themselves, but maybe have been unwilling to express to you. It's like something that they're just having to become comfortable with, maybe even admitting to themselves. They might have had a hard time admitting that they love you to themselves. It might have been something that they were afraid to even allow themselves to feel that for you at a certain point. So there might have been a lot of deception here at the Seven of Swords, a lot of mask wearing, a lot of acting like they didn't care even when they did. And I think your person is really reflecting on how much they have kept within. And it's like there's this energy of maybe regret, but there's this also energy where there's this judgment moment where they're realizing that they want to open their heart to you now. Just going to clarify a bit here. Clarify the Seven of Swords for call 2, please. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so they were in their devil energy, they were in their ego, in their illusion, they were kind of lost, I feel like, in fear here. They were seeing things very distorted. And so their message to you is I'm freeing myself from the chains of fear. So the chains of fear, that lower vibrational energy is why they were lying to you, because they were deceiving themselves and they were deceiving you. It's like they were so afraid, I think, of the passion that they feel for you. They were so afraid of the connection. Again, this energy of not even wanting to admit it to themselves. So as they free themselves, the more they allow themselves to be honest, and the more they allow themselves to show up to you with that love. Because we have this Ace of Wands, my passion for you lighting up inside. See, I was feeling that Kundalini energy. That might have been really something they were hiding as well, is that they feel very passionate about you. They feel very attracted to you. I'm getting this vibe, for some of you, take it as it resonates, where there might have been a point in the past where they acted like they weren't attracted to you, or they didn't feel that desire, like they didn't really want you or something like that. And that was definitely something where they were hiding. Was just, I feel like they fantasize about you a lot, and they always have, like they've always found you extremely attractive, even if they tried to hide it. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. You make me feel loved and safe. And this is also that energy that I was kind of picking up, like I was saying earlier, where they've always felt this like soul commitment to you, like marriage in a way, that they feel like you are like their spiritual spouse, like their spiritual wife or husband. Even if they tried really hard to repress that feeling and tried to act like they didn't care about you and they weren't committed, they really were here. And it's like you are the one that makes them feel loved. You're the one that makes them feel safe. You're the one they really want to commit to. And so I think your person is reflecting on how they didn't show you the commitment that they felt for you, even though they felt it. Because I think just fears of abandonment, perhaps fears of you not wanting the same things as them. Maybe they felt like it would be easier to walk away from this connection, to avoid getting hurt, rather than go all in and actually get their heart broken by you. That definitely could have been something that happened here, a karmic cycle that got played out. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the High Priestess and Justice. So I'm listening to my intuition and connecting to my inner wisdom. So this person is, I think that's why they're reflecting all this, because their intuition is showing them how much they have kept within themselves. And I feel like there's this energy where they're realizing that the things that they've hidden, and the things that those emotions and those feelings and that love that they've hidden has been a huge burden on them in a way, because it's like they have all these like angsty, deep, sensual, loving feelings for you, but then they've just been holding it all within themselves, and they're realizing that it's been like stressing them out a lot, these secrets. And so they've been connecting to their higher self, especially with that judgment energy. They might have been having a bit of a spiritual awakening. And that's why there's this energy of the Fool, this release of that mask. because their intuition is telling them like they don't have to be afraid of you and that they need to open up. And then we have justice, what I give, I receive. So this person is coming into balance here. Um, and I feel like they're realizing that they want to do right by you, and they're understanding like cause and effect more. And I think they're seeing how the things that they've hidden from you here, the secrets, have affected the connection. Like maybe at one point they weren't looking at themselves, they weren't looking at how their behavior was affecting you or the connection, but now it's like they're being really honest with themselves, and they are seeing how being so withholding is not good for them, it's not good for you, it's just stressing you and them out. And that's again that realization for the need to, something needs to change, is really the vibe I'm getting from your person. um Let's see. What else is Pile 2's person thinking about Pile 2 right now? What else is Pile 2's person thinking about Pile 2? Interesting. So we have the palm tree. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. And that's like that Four of Wands energy, that permanence. They're reflecting on that, like this forever energy between the two of you. We also have Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation or meeting, and hesitation. So yeah, this person has definitely felt struck by Cupid's arrow. I feel like they fell very deeply in love with you and very quickly, because there is this soul connection between the two of you, past life connection for a lot of you. And so they're thinking about like that full energy, like they're getting ready, I think, to maybe make a surprise invitation, like hit you up and be like, hey, let's meet up, or call you on the phone unexpectedly, send you an unexpected text message, something like that. So I feel like that's also a message to you that their love is coming, especially with that Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. They are on their way. We have passion and same chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. So totally, so much passion here for you. They really do feel that for you. Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands here. My passion for you lights me up inside, and then we have the Passion card. So very, very passionate for you. And you guys do have that like insane chemistry where it's like, whoa, the vibe between the two of you is just like off the charts. We also have a heartbroken, deeply sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. So there might definitely be for some of you a separation because of this hiding energy, the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. You might be in no communication at the moment. And your person is deeply sad, I feel like, in times where you guys are distant from each other. And it's like, again, I'm seeing this reflected, like, that this is what your person is thinking about, that they did have a part in causing their own unhappiness and their own suffering because they were hiding things from you. And they are like grieving. I feel like they're grieving their past choices and like the mistakes they feel like they made. We also have coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. See, interesting, surprise invitation or meeting. So they might ask you to come get a cup of coffee with them, or go on a date with them. It's like your person really does want to meet up with you and like have a talk about your feelings here and open up. All right, let's get some oracle cards here. See what else is going on here. Let's see, what is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? This Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2. What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? So we have the Silver Waterfall, Love, oh beautiful, a fiery climax approaches, and prosperity lies ahead. Interesting. So they are definitely in this energy of love here. And I think that's about them, like I was kind of saying, like acknowledging the fact that they do love you, as part of even like a self-love thing, acknowledging that they are a loving being. That could have been something that they were afraid of, is just like that the fact that they were so loving, they didn't even want to be, maybe because of that fear of getting hurt by love. They might have been heartbroken a lot. They might have expected to be heartbroken by you, and so they really maybe resisted the connection. Again, that like denial is really what I'm getting here. But then with the Silver Waterfall, to me intuitively, this feels like there's this cleansing going on where your person has been healing and releasing, and like just this energetic hygiene is what I'm getting here, where they've really released negative ties and negative views about themselves. It's like they've just had this like breakthrough moment like that Judgment card where they've had this resurrection within themselves, where they've let go of a lot of, I'm hearing they've cut a lot of cords, like negative cords. They've healed a lot of generational wounds. And so there is this climax approaching. This is also indicative of like all the passion that they feel for you, all the desire. I feel like a lot of lust as well. And there is this like climax approaching where they are resolving all of these things here. It might be that like, again, like that heat rising, like I was feeling that. So I feel like they might approach you with a lot of flirtatious energy, and then prosperity lies ahead. So they know that this connection is prosperous. They see this beautiful vision of a future between the two of you, where they know that if they settle down, commit to you, that you guys do have a lot of abundance you guys could cultivate together in life. And it's like they really are acknowledging that because they're allowing themselves to see it finally. All right, let's get some messages from them and see what they want to say to you. What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2 right now? Just Pile 2's person really want to say to Pile 2. Let's see. I'm thinking about what to say to you. I want to tell you the truth about how I feel. Oh my gosh, look at this. I'm thinking about confessing my feelings. That's awesome. I'm planning for a future with you. See, exactly, that's what I was saying. They see this prosperous future. And then maybe that's something they even want to tell you is like, look, I'm planning for a future with you. I see this Four of Wands. I'm having a spiritual awakening. Yes, definitely that Judgment energy. That's great. And I want real love no matter what it takes. So this is that energy of that commitment your person has, I think, to themselves and their spiritual growth, as well as this connection, like, because they know it's real love. And so if it means they have to walk away from people or things, behaviors, maybe just things that they've done their whole life, like the viewpoints that they had, things like that, like their stuck energy, if it means they have to purify themselves, they are willing to do it. They are willing to release whatever they need to have this with you. What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? See, I miss your energy, so they do miss you when you guys are not connecting. I'm coming back, have faith. Okay, so they are returning to you for sure. And we're better together. Yeah, because they see that they want to return to you because you improve both of each other's lives. Like they feel happier when you guys are in contact, and they are feeling very heartbroken right now because of the separation, or just, it could also just be that you guys are in contact, but there's like an emotional distance. And this person wants like the intimacy again. That's really what I feel. What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? I'm gonna reshuffle. What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say? Okay, so we have you can trust me. So interesting, like they're saying like have faith, like you can trust me. So they do want to become trustworthy. Maybe for some of you, you didn't trust them because they were hiding things, and you just knew that they were wearing a mask, and maybe you felt a bit betrayed by that, maybe really hurt by them. And like they're saying like I'm improving myself. I'm becoming the person that you can rely on and trust. You're perfect for me. I long for the day we are united. Wow. So yeah, your person is definitely saying like, I'm longing for a reunion. I'm longing for this stability. And then I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah. So they are kind of obsessively thinking about you. That can also be the devil energy where they're a bit obsessed with you right now. So they are definitely thinking about you. I feel like kind of in this looping cycle in their mind, maybe a little bit worried, kind of keeping themselves up at night, like thinking about what they want to say to you or how to fix things between the two of you, what to say when they come back. What they're saying, like, I'm thinking about what to say to you exactly. That's what I was picking up on. What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? Let's see. We exist within each other's hearts. So this person is saying that no matter what the distance of separation is, that you do truly like exist within one another's hearts, and you're always connected on that very deep level. I often have intense dreams about you, so you might also have a lot of dreams about them too. And then the universe has our back. So this message again of like trusting and having faith that the things that happen between the two of you are also somewhat meant to happen because of cycles that need to be released and healed within you both, things you guys both have maybe needed to really work on. And so this is like kind of their higher self saying, like, don't worry too much. Like, we are going to be okay. Things are going to work out. No matter what it looks like, things are being handled, I think, by the universe. What else does File Two's person want to say to File Two? What else does File Two's person want to say? My desire for you gets so overwhelming. Sometimes I need space and time to cool off. See, this energy of needing to cool off, like, they might really just get in their head thinking about you, and then they're like, whoa, I need to, like, chill out. Like, this passion is so intense. I need time to be alone to figure out who I really am. So they might have been taking space from this connection because they really just needed to figure out who they are as a person. Just like look at things, examine things closely. And then we're simply meant to be. This is really sweet. So your person is assuring you, yes, we are meant to be together, and they are very aware of that. All right, let's see. Let's get you some advice now, how to. What else does File Two's person really want to say to File Two? What else does File Two's person really want to say to File Two? What else does File Two's person really want to say to File Two right now? So let's just File Two's person. Okay, so we have the full moon in Aquarius. Be real, speak your world into being, and know you are loved. So I feel like the message for you here is that it's really important to also be honest about how you feel. So it's kind of interesting. There's like this mirrored energy where maybe you've been hiding your feelings from your person a bit, or maybe you've been in denial about your truth or what you really want in your life. And so I feel like this is just saying, like, especially with that Aquarius energy, that just be really honest about how you feel, what you really want. Like, don't deny yourself the truth about how you feel. So if you really deep down want to be with your person, like, don't deny that or act like that's not your truth. Of course, that depends on what your truth really is, but just be in touch with your heart, your heart's desire, and speak your world into being. So like the throat chakra energy. So this is definitely about kind of like manifestation. This can be about journaling, like writing down, like, I'm so grateful for blank in my life. Kind of that law of assumption sort of thing. Like, act as if you have something before you have it. So definitely also be aware of like what you say, maybe about your person, about the connection, because it does manifest in some ways. So if speak positively, and I think you'll experience positive like transformation. And then we have New Moon in Libra, know you are loved. So it's like your person really wants you to know, and I feel like your guides want you to know that you are loved here. Even if you feel like your person has been hiding their feelings, you're really confused by their behavior, just know that you are loved by them, by the universe, no matter what it seems, well, no matter what seems to be going on the surface or in the 3D. Just know that you are loved, I feel like eternally as well. All right, let's get you some last little messages from your person here, Pile 2. What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? This is Pile 2's person going to say to Pile 2. We have, do you need me like I need you? So they kind of do feel like they need you, like they have this deep attachment to you. And it might be that they get scared that you don't need them. Maybe they feel like you're very independent and maybe it scares them. I want kids with you. So it could be that they do want to have children with you, or they've thought about what your kids would be like. Is this too good to be true? And I want a future together. Okay, totally. So they might really want a family with some of you guys, if that resonates with your life, but they definitely do see that union with you. It could be the kids, could be little fur babies. It doesn't have to be children, but they just want that energy of the family. Maybe they had a broken home or something, and they like want to almost like have something stable with you to kind of like heal that wound, maybe. Let's see. What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? What is Pile 2's person's current energy? Let's see. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Death and the Nine of Wands. So there is like a kind of an energy of an ego death here happening for your person. This transformation, this new beginning happening. Wheel of Fortune. So things are definitely shifting, I feel like, in a positive direction. I feel like the energy between the two of you guys is changing rapidly. It could be that they were in the energy of running for a while, and it's going to be shifting into more of the energy of them coming towards you now. This person is like, there's definitely also just like karmic cycles coming to a close, new starts coming for sure. And the Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So this person is definitely not giving up hope on you with the Nine of Wands. And with the Page of Swords, they definitely have been keeping an eye on you, especially your social media. They might be stalking a little bit, kind of trying to keep an eye on you, maybe just from a distance though. Like maybe they're not fully ready to come towards you right now. But in the meantime, they have been closely watching you, maybe secretly. Let's see, what is felt who needs to hear right now? So, let's see, with this little heart, kind of like half full. So I feel like this is kind of saying that your person maybe has been like crying a lot about you. This is like a very emotional time between the two of you. We also have the Virgo charm here. So maybe Virgo connection here for some of you. Could be related to that like overthinking, maybe energy that you person maybe sometimes has. Maybe they get confused. And maybe it could be an energy of perfectionism as well, like feeling unworthy. Could be a wound that they're having to like overcome. With the letter J, we have this little charm, I think it's in French, something to do with Monday. So could be something important happens on a Monday. I also feel like this is about that moon energy of doing that shadow work and looking at the darker side of things to heal. We have this little love heart, so definitely a lot of love here in this connection. We have this unicorn, so your person does see you as a very magical and special person in their life. Kind of that energy, like they know that you're irreplaceable here, that you're most likely just like the most compassionate person they've ever met for a lot of you is what I'm sensing. And it's like they know that like they will never be able to find somebody like you again, because I just feel like you're very different from other people in like the best possible way. We have this little pineapples. This reminds me of like this summer and like having a good time. So I feel like your person wants to bring that good positive energy into your connection. Like we have this little palm tree. So it's like if there's been a lot of stress between the two of you, this person wants to bring this energy of like relaxation, contentment, and again, stability. Interesting, palm tree came out twice. So if you've been seeing a lot of palm trees in your reality, maybe that's a sign like either like on the computer, on your phone, or in person. Then we have this little key. So there are things being unlocked here. I feel like secrets being worked through. Things are going to be coming to light. I feel like your person's heart has been on almost like lockdown for a long time, where they've been really repressing, and I feel like it's time that they're going to start opening up to you. With this little scarab beetle with this sun. So this is about like the divine masculine, I think, coming into the energy of really like acknowledging their masculine energy, their power. I feel like also just that inner union here, connection with God's spirit. You have this little globe with an airplane, so there could be a long distance connection for some of you. Your person might be planning on coming to visit you. Otherwise, I feel like that's about like a lot of progress being made, like fast paced energy. They're moving through a lot very quickly. And then we have this peacock. So this is like reminds you of the energy like Aphrodite. Like they just find you like absolutely beautiful. They love it when you're confident, when you're really showing off. Like they just are very impressed by you. And I'd be a bit intimidated by you though. And just like how beautiful you are in a way. That's all I have for you today, Pile 2. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Sending you abundance, bliss, and love. Take care. All right. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading, my friends. All right. Let's get into your person's thoughts about you, what's been on their mind lately. Pile 3. What has been on Pile 3's person's mind about Pile 3 lately? What have they been thinking about Pile 3 lately? What has been on Pile 3's person's mind about Pile 3 lately? On Pile 3's person's mind about Pile 3 lately? What have they been thinking about Pile 3? Just Pile 3's person been thinking about Pile What has pile three's person been thinking about pile three? All right, so let's see. We have the Hermit, the Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Death, Strength, and the Emperor. So very powerful energy, especially spiritually. Very powerful connection between the two of you for sure. So with the Hermit, your person's definitely been going within quite a bit, just examining themselves. I feel like the relationship as well. Let me clarify this real quick, actually. Clarify the Hermit for pile three, please. Clarify the Hermit for pile three. Clarify the Hermit for pile three, please. Clarify the Hermit for pile. Clarify the Hermit for pile three. Clarify the Hermit for pile. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so yeah, your person has definitely been getting clarity. I feel like if there's been a distance between the two of you with that Hermit energy, your person has been spending this time alone, deeply reflecting on things. With the Page of Swords, I'm observing you closely. I want to know more about you. So they definitely have been like keeping an eye on you. So even if you feel like your person's like totally withdrawn and gone within and you're not sure what's going on, they are keeping an eye on you, I think, in the ways that they can. But they might be feeling very private right now, kind of like in their energy, doing a lot of soul searching as well. And then we have the Magician. I have the power to manifest my greatest desires. So as they're going within and having this internal journey with the Hermit, they are realizing that they might have more power than maybe they've given themselves credit for. For a lot of them, they might have been in more of like a victim mindset at a certain point in their life where they felt like life just happens to them and they have no say in their experiences. Whereas now they're kind of shifting into this realization that, like, as within, so without. So, you know, the more love that they can feel for themselves, the more worthy they feel, the more healing they do, the more their reality will shift and change into the one that they really want. And I think that has a lot to do with you here because you have the Empress. Your beauty nurtures my soul. So part of why they're doing this soul searching is because I feel like intuitively they just know that they do want to be worthy of you. It's like they want to show up for you in this way they can really honor you. So for some of you, there was a distance that like almost was like placed between the two of you on purpose, emotional or physical, because it was really important for your person to do this inner work, have like this ego death here, release a lot of blocks and masks and things like that. Like there's a transformation that's been needed. And it's almost like you guys needed to be separated for a period of time, or your person needed to be on their own, because they needed to be able to treat you the way that you deserve here with the Empress, because you are an extremely high value person. You deserve a lot of love. And it might have been that they were in an unhealed state at one point, and it was almost like a separation happened purposefully because otherwise they would have hurt you. So it's almost like a protection energy if your person disappeared. That's a very specific message, to take it as it resonates. But we also have the Six of Wands. I want to win you over. So they do want to show back up in your life with a lot of victory, a lot of confidence here. They're working on their self-esteem is really what I feel. And it's like they're conquering their fears and their doubts and things that they felt limited by. And then we have the Queen of Swords. You see right through me. And I feel like this is about them thinking about that clarity that you deserve here. They maybe feel like they weren't super clear about their desires or their feelings at a certain point. There could be some regret about that. And it's like, as they are more honest with themselves, they want to show up in a lot more honesty here. They want to be very much clear communication, because I do feel that you really know your worth. You have these high standards, and it's like they want to meet your standards. They want to meet you at your level. And they don't want to make you come down to their level, if that makes sense. So definitely transformation here, a huge transformation with the Death card. We also have the Strength card. So there is this like healing of maybe kind of like a distortion that was within them. They might have been a bit too much in kind of like distorted masculine energy is what I'm hearing, especially with this Emperor. They might have been too prideful or kind of domineering. And it's like your energy is helping to it's like your energy of like unconditional love and empathy for them and just like love for who they are as a person is helping them to soften and integrate their own feminine energy. That I definitely feel like there was a repressed feminine energy at one point. And that was something that they needed to heal here. That's something they needed to transform out of. So now here we have the Emperor. So they're showing up here as like the awakened masculine, the divine masculine, someone who has a lot of power but doesn't abuse it, if that makes sense. So there was this like almost like process of balancing that really needed to happen here. So I definitely feel like time apart may have happened just for that reason. We also have the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like with the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, it's like your person is really thinking about maybe what they've been investing their energy into in the past. And I think they want to bring like a heightened investment to this connection. Like they want to put more skin in the game is what I'm hearing. So they might have like been breadcrumbing at a certain point with you. But I feel like your person has a lot more love to give now because they're feeling more love within themselves. So this person definitely wants to, I feel like, reach out to you with more communication, definitely with the Page of Pentacles. There's some sort of spiritual test here as well with the Seven of Cups. Like your person's reflecting on their choices here. They're seeing that you guys have this beautiful future together. Like they have this powerful vision of a life with you, and it's like they're ready to step into that. Is what I feel. They might have made choices in the past that made you feel like they weren't choosing you, something like that. But I feel like they're choosing themselves now, and it's like they want to choose you as well in that energy. Let's clarify the Death card. Yeah, some cycles are definitely ending for your person, very powerfully, and it's like they're like this phoenix, like rising from the ashes, becoming the better version of themselves. Clarify the Death card for pile 3, please. Clarify the Death card for pile 3, please. Clarify the Death card for pile 3. Clarify the Death card for pile 3. Clarify the Death card for pile 3. Okay, so they're releasing a lot of fear is definitely what I'm getting here. Because we have the Eight of Swords. I need to free myself from the fears that hold me back. So again, I got this energy like I was saying, like victimization here, where your person is like coming into that energy of empowerment. So they might have, that victim energy might have really kept them back from you here. That feeling of just not being in power, not being strong enough, maybe even to have you in their life, or like believing that maybe you would abandon them. So there's a lot of these core beliefs that they're having to release at the moment. This also could be a karmic situation for some of you that they're also releasing. That's like the death energy could be the purging or the healing of something like that, but that's only for specific people. Otherwise, it's just karmic cycles. So they're recognizing definitely consciously that they have been stuck in fear. They have been trapped. They have been holding themselves back. And that's why they're doing all this inner journey here, because they want to discover the root of the issue is really what I'm getting here. And they want to like just heal it. They're like on a healing journey. But the Seven of Wands, I'm standing up for what I believe in. So yeah, again, that energy of strength here. It's like they might have really not been confident enough to stand up for this connection, to fight for this connection. Again, because of this feeling of unworthiness. But now they want to actually be assertive here, and defend the connection and protect it. We have Justice and the Knight of Pentacles. So, what I give, I receive here. So, I think this person, that ego death could be partly that they are really reflecting on, again, those choices that they've made, maybe seeing how, if they've hurt you in the past, it really hurt them as well. And they want to take more accountability. They want to step more into honesty, integrity. And it's like they're really seeing the truth of like cause and effect. Like the things that they do in their reality do come back to affect them. Like, you know, if they've been running around hurting people, that negative energy does come back to us in some certain way. So it's like your person wants to put more good into the world than bad energy, if that makes sense. Like they want to shift into like being more in service to others rather than being more in service to self, more in greed. Again, victimization, kind of like self-centered. Like they want to become more balanced and holistic and like take care of themselves and other people, be more generous with their energy is also what I'm hearing. Generous with their affection as well. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. I want to nurture our connection and provide you with stability. So yeah, this person does want to come forward again with that Seven of Pentacles, like nurture here, invest in you. It might be a slow and steady process for some of them, but this is what they are really like deciding here. Like with the Seven of Cups, like this is that decision that they're having to make right now. And I feel like it's a decision based on this inner examination they've done, because I feel like they've gotten in touch with their heart, and their heart has really shown them this connection here, and that being their deepest desire. All right, let's get some additional messages here. What else is Pile 3's person thinking about Pile 3 right now? Please. What else is Pile 3's person thinking about Pile 3 right now? Please. What else is Pile 3's person thinking about Pile 3 right now? What else is Pile 3's person? So we have a heart with the key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Wow. So yeah, your person is realizing that you are the key to their heart. You're the one. They're ready to welcome this love into their life as well. And they want to get together with you here. And I feel like create your future. And again, opening your heart. Your person might have had a very blocked heart chakra at a certain point. And it's like they want to unlock that. They want to be open with you. We also have date and lightning. Wow. So lightning, this reminds you of like the tower energy, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. So yeah, with like the death here, there is some sort of cycle ending within your person or in their external reality where there's been this epiphany, there's been this upheaval, transformation. Like with the death card, like there literally is a massive internal transformation going on with them, and it's like allowing them to see how much they value you. And then we have this date card, meeting someone new, dating, get back out there and plan / set a date. So I don't think this is about meeting someone new. I feel like this is about having a date with you, like asking you to hang out with them, asking to get together in the physical world. Like this person really wants to date you. They want to romance you. They want to dress up. So it's like they want to be able to have fun with you in the physical world and show you the love that they have for you. They even tell you that you're the one, something like that. Like they do want to get together with you. I feel like they want to be official with you. Definitely. Like they want to be officially your partner, something like that. What else is Pile 3's person's current energy towards Pile 3? What else is Pile 3's person's current energy towards Pile 3? They have spiritual maturity and luminosity. Beautiful. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm getting here. There's like an enlightenment that your person is coming into, especially in that regards to that, like freeing themselves from illusion and fear and stuff like that. It's like you guys are like ascending this mountain together. So a lot of you guys have this deep soul connection, and you came into each other's life to help each other mature spiritually, which again is like this phoenix rising, this like powerful change into something new, something brighter, especially with this luminosity. So I feel like this is them getting in touch with their own inner light. Like again, enlightenment energy, seeing their own divinity. They might have really been not recognizing themselves as like the divine being that they really are. And I feel like now they're having this awakening where they're seeing that they are not just a human, but like a divine being, having this experience on earth in order for them to attain spiritual maturity. And so they're getting, again, that holistic, bigger perspective of the connection and just life in general, and letting their light shine instead of dimming it. Also, I feel like seeing your light as well. What is Pile 3's person's current energy towards Pile 3, please? What is Pile 3's person's current energy towards Pile 3 right now, please? What is Pile 3's person's current energy towards Pile 3? We have a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. You are good enough and hold your vision. So yeah, this person, again, definitely sees that really positive future, especially as things get more balanced and healed between the two of you. They know that this relationship could be very mutually satisfying, fulfilling, beneficial. It's like this counterpart energy with that Libra vibe, where it's like you are like the masculine, feminine version of one another in a way, or like you perfectly balance each other out. So there's definitely an inner harmony they are achieving. And this has to do with self-worth here. Like I was kind of feeling like that luminosity, like seeing their own divinity. You are good enough. So they might have really been insecure at a certain point, really felt like they were not good enough for you. Maybe they felt like they were deeply flawed, because that Virgo energy can sometimes come with perfectionism, feeling not good enough, feeling unworthy because of perceived flaws. So your person might have really dealt with maybe issues with their physical appearance, or just who they were, or their career, just things about themselves that they felt were inadequate. They are healing that, and they are seeing that they are good enough for true love. They do deserve love. And we have hold your vision. So your person has this like fixed energy where they're very fixated on you, and they have this vision of the two of you guys being together, and they are holding on to that, and they aren't giving up, is really the sense that I'm getting here. Look at that Seven of Wands here. I'm standing up for what I believe in. Hold your vision. Like they are not they're not just succumbing to their fears and just letting themselves be victimized. They are, I feel like, really breaking free of a lot of just self-imposed limitations in their life that really have been holding them back from things. All right, let's get some messages from them. What does Path 3's person want to say to Pile 3? I regret pushing you away. I don't want to self-sabotage anymore. So they might have really self-sabotaged again because of that fear of not being good enough. And they regret that. They wish that they had been more present with you. I'm hungry for your love. So yeah, definitely wanting you. Forgive me for I know not what I do. And this is interesting with that self-sabotage here. So you might have been really hurt because your person might have put up walls and might have pushed you away. And they're saying, forgive me for my ignorance and immaturity. Like I was blind at one point. I was stuck in fear, illusion. I love you with every fiber of my being. And look at this, you are my true counterpart. I don't want anybody else. So definitely leaving behind other parties as well, if that resonates. They're saying, I don't want anybody else. Like you're the one. You are my counterpart. Let's see. What else does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3? What else does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3? What else does Pile 3's person want to say? I want to give you a long, tight hug. So they really want to hug you. They miss your warmth, your energy. I will always love you. Beautiful. Our love is perfect. So I feel like that's a sign that they're saying that, like, no matter how maybe imperfect things seem on the surface, no matter how difficult or tragic or intense, there is this perfection where everything has happened between the two of you for like a higher purpose, like a divine reason. Every love song reminds me of you and I. I want to heal our relationship. So yeah, bring that balance in. And I feel so lucky to be with you. So they feel very grateful and very lucky to know you, to be with you, to be in your energy. They feel lucky and grateful for your love as well. The love that you have given them, the love you have. See what else is Pile 3's person going to say to Pile 3. What else is Pile 3's person going to say to Pile 3? I was modeled unhealthy relationship templates that I need to heal and move on from. So there could have been a lot of issues between the two of you because maybe this person's parents didn't have the best relationship, or they just were not shown how to love somebody else in a healthy way. They might have really had to just like learn this on their own, like what a healthy relationship actually is. So they've been having to really heal these, like I'm definitely hearing like just toxic beliefs about love and relationships and just outdated thinking. You're the love of my life. Beautiful. Like they were saying, like you're my true counterpart. You're the love of my life. And when I think about you giving your love to others, it hurts my heart. I don't want you to be with anyone but me. So if you are with somebody else, or there is like a karmic situation in the way, for some of you, it's like this person really doesn't want you to be with anybody else. I feel like they get very sad. The thought of you being with someone else, even if you're not with someone, it might be like this fear that they have that you're going to abandon them and find someone like better than them. Like in their head, they think that like you're going to realize they're not good enough. You're going to find someone else. You're going to leave them for someone else. I feel like they're afraid of maybe getting cheated on. It might be this wound of jealousy and just like insecurity, again, self-sabotage that they're having to heal. So yeah, could be very jealous sometimes, or they might get caught up in their fears sometimes and really like worrying that maybe you're with somebody and they don't know about it. What else is pile three's person when I say to pile three? Oh, interesting. It hurts my heart to be without you. And then look at this, it hurts my heart. So yeah, you might be really feeling a lot of like heart chakra pain, or like you might be just unexpectedly feeling very emotional at times. And I feel like this is your person's energy, really longing for you, really aching. You're in my fantasy come to life. I never knew such beauty. Whoa. So yeah, they are like totally awestruck by you. You're like a fantasy, and they just think you are absolutely stunning. And then I'm longing to touch your skin. So they want to give you they want to give you a tight hug. They want to touch your skin. They're just missing your touch. They miss your body. Very sensual, and emo vibes from your person. Um, so some more messages. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? You're my sunshine and my rain. Interesting. So, yeah, it's like they're saying that like this connection has brought up a lot of pain and emotions, but also this really beautiful happiness and this like enlightenment. So it's like you've brought light to their shadows, to their darkness, and they really had to look at those things. When I feel like I've shown you too much of my real feelings, I shut down and run away because the vulnerability makes me feel unsafe. So that's kind of what I was sensing, is maybe your person does run away sometimes. They have closed off there. And it's because there's this fear of intimacy here. So it might be like they've caused a separation here, but it's still really hurting them, and they're having to see that they have this wound, this self-sabotaging wound, where even though they crave love, they're so afraid of being hurt by it that they do shut down when they allow themselves to be more vulnerable. I miss being intimate with you. So yeah, again, just craving the intimacy. I feel like they just really want to be held right now. It's not just passionate. I feel like this person really needs a hug at the moment. Is the vibe I'm getting. All right. Let's get you some advice here. What does pile 3 need to hear right now? What does pile 3 need to hear right now? What does pile 3 need to hear right now? Pile 3 needs to hear. Okay, so we have think less or talk less, feel more. Make time for self love and work through your feelings. So maybe you're also kind of just like in hermit mode right now, where it's important for you to just like be alone. So if you feel like you don't really want to talk to anybody, you're feeling antisocial, you just want to be alone in meditation, definitely do that. I feel like that's encouragement to follow that instinct, and like don't feel guilty for isolating yourself, because sometimes it is important to do that, especially if you have introverted tendencies and you feel very drained by other people. Like don't apologize for like taking the space you need to be by yourself. And it's interesting because we have feel more and then work through your feelings. So this is a really important time for you to just really hold yourself in whatever emotions you're experiencing and work through whatever feelings you feel triggered by in your relationship, just in life in general. And if you're feeling extremely emotional, just like, yeah, make that time for self-love, make time for yourself. Like maybe you need to just take a day off from people and the world and just really spend that time. I'm hearing like taking nice baths, just doing the things that make you feel really cared about. Nurturing yourself for sure is super important right now. All right, let's give you some last little messages from your person, pile 3. What else does pile 3's person really want to say to pile 3? This is pile 3's person really want to say to pile 3. This is pile 3's person want to say to pile 3. I want to take you on a date. Oh my gosh, couldn't that come out? They want to take you on a date? Think so. Somewhere buried. Yeah, look at this. We have the date card. So that's completely true. That's funny. That's very synchronistic. We have Burr. So they might be feeling kind of out in the cold at the moment, wanting a hug, just being kind of lonely. Our friendship means a lot. So You guys definitely have a strong friendship as well as romantic relationship, and it's like they miss you as a friend. I feel like um, even like as much as like they miss the intimacy and like the romantic side, it's like they also just miss talking to you because I feel like you really get them. We have super deep love. So yes, the love is extremely deep. And then we have hot and cold. So their behavior might be hot and cold. They might have been very confusing, but I feel like they're coming to tell you that it's really just because of this fear of intimacy where they might show up like they were saying, like they might show up and really like show you a lot of emotions and passion. You're like, oh my gosh, wow, this is amazing. Like they're being so vulnerable, and they might just like shut down and go completely cold. So they're saying that like regardless of this behavior, like the love is extremely deep. It's just their behavior that might come across as like very confusing sometimes. What is Pile Three's person's energy towards Pile Three? So it's back. Okay, so we have the Fool, the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So yeah, they do want to come back with a new beginning. They want victory here, and they are extremely attracted to you there with the Queen of Wands. You're very magnetic, and I feel like they want to come back with not like hot and cold behavior, like just hot behavior, like really like honest, vulnerable, passionate. All right, let's get you some charms. What does Pile Three need to hear right now? House 3 really needs to hear it now. Okay, so we have this little Japanese symbol. It means good luck. So a lot of good fortune, good luck coming towards you. This little heartbroken heart. So yeah, your person is definitely feeling heartbroken. Like they kept saying, like my heart hurts. So if you're feeling like heartache, it's definitely not just you. Oh, I with this little like shooting star. So definitely wishes coming true here. Really good things coming your way. We have this little ladybug, so this is definitely a sign of good luck as well. We have this car, so you guys might be a long distance with your person for some of you, but I feel like this is just a sign that your person is moving towards you, like they are on their way back to you. They're moving through a lot of obstacles, blockages, walking away from things that don't serve them. We have this little flower, and this runs you like the sacral chakra. So that passionate Kundalini energy, as well as this sunflower, which to me represents like the solar plexus. So there's just a lot of chakra blockages being resolved right now. We have this rune, and this one means journey. So yeah, definitely inner journeys. I feel like going on for both of you at the moment. We have this little candy cane. So you make this person feel like kind of Christmas vibes, like that really happy, joyful energy. Just a lot of delight. I feel like holidays are very fifth dimensional. And so could be important things happening during the holidays, but I also feel like with you, it's like every day feels like a special occasion or like a holiday or a birthday. It's a cute message. And we have the twins here, the Geminis. So a lot of you might resonate that this person is your twin flame counterpart. This also just means you guys mirror a lot with each other, like a lot of energy between the two of you is very, very similar, which is kind of true. Like we have like make time for self-love, like talk less, feel more, and your person's also in their hermit vibes. So yeah, I feel like you guys are probably both going to be ready for communication and reunion like at the same time because there's this mirrored inner work, shadow work that completely happens between the two of you. All right, Pile 3, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Sending you abundance, bliss, and love, and please take care. All right.